Some days don't look very exciting from the outside. You wake up, you take the dog for a walk, you make your coffee, you start the day's laundry, you clean the kitchen, you make all the meals for your family that day, and maybe throw in some fun baking of bread. So I've been thinking lately that maybe joy isn't found in the big things of life. Maybe it's sometimes joy is found right here, in the ordinary, in the routines that we've done 1,000 times, and then realizing this life may look different than it used to, but there still is so much to be thankful for. Good morning, friends, and welcome back to another Monday. My Mondays have not really changed over the years. They are still the same. They are still a Motivation Monday, the day of the week that I like to get my things done, clean up my home, get it ready for the week, make some meals, and just prepare for what my week's gonna look like. But I do know that I have changed. And what I'm doing is that I'm trying to see the joy in the ordinary instead of thinking like, what do I gotta do next? What's the next thing that's gonna happen? So come with me. I think that sometimes we confuse joy with being happy because something exciting is happening. But most of our lives aren't made up of exciting things. Most of our lives are made up of typical Mondays. Monday mornings, the laundry, the routines, making dinner, taking care of people. And that is what most people's real lives look like. So I've been asking myself lately, can I actually enjoy these ordinary, everyday things? For so many of my years being a mom, staying at home with all the kids, I always was thinking about what needed to happen next. Like there was always the next meal to prepare for. There was always what load of laundry is going to go in next. Or what am I going to do for that child that needs something? And now I have these little moments where I can actually stop. So I'm learning not to feel guilty about enjoying them. And I know that laundry is definitely not very exciting and thrilling in your life, but there is something I still really love about taking something that's messy, like this big giant pile in my bedroom, and making it fresh again. So maybe that's the part of this season that's teaching me too, that things don't have to be completely different to be meaningful. And notice the theme this week, it's all about joy. We're going to think about the joy that we find in the everyday, mundane task of life. So my joy was yesterday. We had gone to the beach. We had a great weekend, a beautiful weekend. Spent majority of the entire morning, a little bit of afternoon in the pool all day, Greg and I, and then just a relaxing evening. And then yesterday we had church, good time at church, came home, and we spent the afternoon. It poured rain in the afternoon, like pouring rain. Greg and I were driving to the beach. It was like downpour, severe flooding. The road, people were like riding through all this rain and flooding on the road, and we're like, really? Do you really think it's going to be nice at the beach? You know, we're driving to the island. All the cars were leaving the beach. And then we got to our little key, longboat key, and the skies opened up and it stopped raining. We had stopped and got pub subs, and we went to the beach, and there was a couple other people there, but it was gorgeous. It was the after all the rain settled. Beautiful. Let me show you the beautiful clips right here. How gorgeous it is. We just saw a manatee right here. There he is, his little nose. See him, Greg? Huh? Look right ahead. He's coming up. Hold on, he's coming up. See him? Ow. Let's see. We saw some stingrays in here. Getting some good shells. It's just amazing. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that water. So pretty. Got to see two stingrays? Two stingrays. This guy. It seems like we haven't been to the beach in so long just because it's been rainy on the weekends and, it's hot, all those good things. And so just it was just so relaxing, just such a relaxing, joyful time. Nothing special. We found some shells, but not like crazy, exuberant kind of shells, just enjoyable time. So learning the joy in just the everyday mundane, picking up seashells, nothing crazy, just fun. Just fun, being out, being able to walk, beautiful. And then came home and I looked in the kitchen, I looked around, I'm like, it's clean. I'm like, someone cleaned up the kitchen. And so my morning this morning is very simple. I have a few dishes in the sink, but there were some kids that already came down and ate this morning, a little bit of dishes from last night. So we have an easy cleanup today, which is a beautiful thing. So I'm finding my joy in that. I'm not going to really have a whole lot to kind of clean up today. So a new season in my life. So even though I planned out my week this weekend, I feel like I got a lot to do, but I'm like, you know what? It's really not that bad. It's like I'll work through my little list that I've got, get my little tasks done, and then, I'm still going to have a lot of extra time to do things that I want to do, spend time with the kids, just enjoying my day. So let's just do a quick wipe of the kitchen. My past Mondays were always a list to get everything accomplished. I had a big giant list on Monday and boom, it seemed like it took my entire day to get everything done. And then slowly over the years, that list has dwindled and it was like less and less. And then when I tried to do a video and share my list of things to do, I'm like, wow, there's really not that much to do. So even today, I'm like, I couldn't even put a big giant list for you because there's not that much to clean up or do anymore. It's just learning to enjoy the process. Sometimes it's enjoyment of what you do. Sometimes I think back, I'm like, maybe I wish I would have enjoyed cleaning more and enjoyed little things that maybe I looked at as drudgery or one more thing I got to do. And so, learning, that's a beautiful part of life. So there's something peaceful about taking care of the place you lived. I've always enjoyed taking care of my home, making it clean for my family, making it presentable, making it special and feel homey. So isn't that a good feeling? Like my kitchen's pretty much done. The amount of cleaning and the time that it takes in my kitchen is way less than it's ever been. Even like our stove, I was like, it used to like scrub the stove down every single week and I'd have to I gotta deep clean that. It's getting a little yuck. I'm gonna end. Like those days are gone. It's like once you do it, even when I'm cooking, I know that I'm a little bit cleaner. I'm sure I know I get messy, but like the amount that gets dirty is just not that much. The amount that you have to use it is just not that much. So there's not a whole lot of things. The sink, pretty much clean. The wiping everything off, the kids just don't touch stuff like they used to. I remember one of our daily tasks we used to have was wiping walls. That was literally on the weekly to-do list was magic erase through the house, the magic eraser and wipe the walls because kids touch everything. They touch everything. They go by the hallways. They just run their hands along the walls. Like I think we've cleaned our walls, a couple times since we've lived here. It's like it just doesn't have, we clean the stairs. No, stairs gets touched going up, but that's the only, normal part that we wipe all the time, but pretty much everything else, it just doesn't get touched. So it gets easier and in finding that joy that, I'm done with that task. So my hydroponic garden, this is something that I have been enjoying as a new project. I am not there yet. I don't have it all figured out yet, but I'm learning okay, what's going to work, what's not going to work. It's kind of like I had a little experiment outside and that just failed. My plants, praise God, they're still living. So taking care of them and tending them every week and going, okay, that's still working. That's still working. And then realizing that, when the plant dies, you know what? It's okay. Maybe the plant just didn't like this home. But when you see that joy of being able to see it come to fruition, like my little Christmas cactus here, when it started flowering, I was so excited that, wow, I kept it alive. It's doing its thing. And so those are just finding joy in those little things where I would have never cared about a plant before, never cared about growing my own lettuce before, just a new season of joy. So for mine, I am learning that I am not very good at greenhouse, green thumb type thing. So there's a whole science behind this hydroponic garden. You can test your pH, you can do with little roots growing. You can do a whole lot of things with this, but you also can do I call it hydroponic for dummies. And I don't mean to, I'm not dismissing my name or person or that, but basically you just change the water every week. Now, if you have to use the food that they provide, the little bottles, it would get very expensive. So then you feel like you need to get a pH tester because you got to test your water. You got to make sure everything's all good. But if I'm doing it this way, I'm going to see how that works. So I bought my bag of food. It's a whole quart jar. This should last a long time, I'm hopeful. I am just changing this every week. So that's my job every Monday. And so this weekend I came out here and I looked at it and I was like, why is there was fuzzy white mold on top of the sponges? I'm like, oh, what happened? And I'm like, what? And then I looked and realized the pump was off. Someone must have just hit it or something. And so the plants were going flat. I'm like, what happened? And then turned it on, and then like the plants just started growing back up again. So looking online, it said, don't worry about that. Just kind of wipe away the mold. It'll be just fine. So that's what we're hopeful for. There's one right here that's having a hard time coming out. I replanted it right in here. It's coming, but it's just having a hard time just not making it like the rest of them. So, but we're gonna be hopeful about this. So I'm just gonna rinse it out, add more filtered water, and then I think I added a half of container food in here. I think that's gonna work. Our water here, I noticed, I didn't realize how bad Florida water is. It's not that good. Not compared to mountain water, but it also is just not very good. I know better than some places, but that is one thing I noticed is that it just definitely tastes different. And so we have filtered water here and we have filtered water in our refrigerator. And so we just replaced, there was like a filter that goes inside the Samsung one that you put in there or whatever for a refrigerator. And you have to change it all the time. And it just doesn't taste that good. Well, Greg had rigged a filter that happens before it goes into the refrigerator, like in my cabinet before it goes in. And we bought a filter and it lasts 3 to 5 years on it. And it's a coconut husk is the main thing in it. That water tastes amazing. That water is so good. I'm like, and it comes in better. It just go, and I'm like, is it something to do with the refrigerator maybe? I don't know. So we just bypass. We didn't worry about the filter in the refrigerator, and we have it outside. But it just makes it taste so much better. So it's like I would think in my head, I think 3 to 5 years. That's such a long time, but it's just the way they make them. So I know under my sink one lasts too. That lasts, I think that's 6 months, or I guess that's not very long, is it? No, 6 months. But it's just, this is just a small one. Just the way that the filter is, it's just good. So I just heard it shut off. Let me add that. I just put the food directly in here and turn it on. So I'm gonna do, it's about half strength because they're still pretty young. So I'm gonna do half of this and then turn on my, I'm gonna put that one up front that's a little bit dead. Hopefully it'll kind of come out today. So that's easy. And then I gotta do my sprouts here. These are probably today or tomorrow. I gotta make some water. We might as well take care of all our plants. So these are the sprouts. So I just rinse them, filter water, and then dump them out. I'll probably do today, let them grow a little bit, and then be good with them. Let's start. And my peace lily, I think, is looking amazing. I look nice and green. I put it by my window over here, and it's like, the shade is like half, like, I don't know, it's open a little bit, so it gets a little bit of sun. I think it's loving its little space there. So I didn't water my plants last week, so I did go by like with a little cup and put a little bit in there, but not like I normally do. So pretty good. So I'm happy with this from my bulbs up here. There we go. That gets a good bath in there, and then it drains out the bottom. It's got holes. I actually have it sitting on a hole in here, so it's up higher because it's a little bit small, tall. Like, it's kind of a deep of a thing, but one of my neighbors was throwing it away. I thought it was very cute. I was like, ooh, that looks nice for the plants. So I'll put these back in. They shouldn't drip all their water out because this is wet in here, and any water will just drip out. So I feel like Peace Lily, this is from Miss Barbara, is doing amazing. So over there in the window, that's his new spot to stay forever. And this plant, I think it's called Dracaena or Dracaena, Dracnea. Someone told me that. I think that's the name. I don't know if this one loves me or not. It's not dying. It did have another like stem, and that died when we first got it. So I'm not really sure. I cut off all the dead. It seems like it's getting a little bit blue. Ooh, so I'm not sure. We're doing our best though. That's the key. So I keep that up there, and I see how it does. It's not dying. It's not doing anything different. It's just not. I guess it's getting new growth, right? Like this up here would be new stuff coming out. I guess like the palm tree. So we'll see. It's plants. It's just a new thing where I've never. My mom always tried to give me one of those, and then it died every year. It's just one thing you don't even worry about. And then when I started doing decorating things in my home, we just get fake ones because they're just easy. But I'm gonna learn. Okay, I know laundry's not very exciting, right? How many towels? You guys have towels. You have laundry. It's not very exciting folding clothes, flipping it out, doing things. The exciting ones are where they do like the cool little aesthetic videos. But that's not real life. Real life is a bottle of soap and put it in the machine and don't even pour it in, right? But there still is something I really love about taking something that's messy and making it clean again. And maybe that's part of what's teaching me through this season, like knowing that all those towels right there was a lot of towels and they're all from my bathroom. But you know what that means? That means that we had a really good time swimming this weekend, and we went to the beach and we used the pool like an awful lot. So it's just towels dropped on the floor that we just were able to use. So it's like, that means we were out doing things, which is a beautiful thing. So what I'm gonna do in my bedroom here is get my bedding off so I can throw it in the washer. We picked up a mirror. I've got a new piece of furniture, which I'm super excited to put right here. We've got like our bedroom, and we've only got this part done. So I just usually show this side, but I don't really show this side because it's so blah, but everything takes time. So I'm excited. I'm gonna start on that tonight. It will be good. So let's get the bedding off and we could get it washed. There were many, many years where it was like, okay, good enough on the bed, and just not being able to clean it every single week. It is what it is. And so thankful that I know every week I get to wash my bedding. And if I don't, it's like, oh, I know that I'll get to it eventually. So this is good. Most of the mess in my room is Maxine's toys on the floor. I was like laughing, going, look at all her stuff on the floor. It's all her toys scattered everywhere. So I do have to go do my bathroom, but I did the shower. That's all I got done today. I put stuff in the toilet, but I didn't. I squished around. It's just sitting there. I haven't even gone back to that. I'm going to go in the kitchen because I do have kids that want some breakfast, and since we're on the more like having things prepared to eat, I need to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I'm gonna go in there and start that, get that done, run the vacuum so the vacuum can go on the floor, and then I'll come back in and finish that after. All right, for food, I'm gonna do pancakes and sausage because that's what I have. I'll do waffles and sausage because that's what I have. So this is another part of the season where back in the day before the craziness of having a lot of little kids, I just felt like I had to make the dinner with all these things and do all this stuff, and then I've realized that sometimes it's just the joy in doing the simple things. That is what your family, they don't really care if it's filet mignon or if it's just meat. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't have to be all souped up all the time. It's like it can just be a simple meal that nourishes their bodies. That's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to do waffles and my pancake mix here. I'm just going to mix it all up right here. I'm looking at this going, I only have 1 cup left. I need to, what is that, I need to just add all that. Let me add another egg and milk. Now this just ensures that I don't have to worry about breakfast, because I did write down to do like oatmeal this week if we need to, but I won't need to because I'll have, or I'm getting, now I need to, we'll see how much I eat. Okay, then while that's going, I'm gonna start bread dough, because that loaf of bread I made last week, it was the best. So bread recipe right there. It's great. I'm just put it in my bowl here. we're going simple. We're just putting the sausage in the microwave. The waffles, they look great. These would be awesome. I forget, they like chocolate chips in there. Some like chocolate chips, so I try to do a mixture in there. Let my yeast kind of get a little proof there, and then I'll add the flour. Instead of oil, I'm using butter and salt, and we'll have a delicious bread loaf. I won't use it today. I plan on making grilled cheese again this week, so I'd like to have it for another day. But it was definitely a favorite. I even had a piece. I was like, wow, there's some good bread dough. Now, making bread is one of those things that makes me slow down as well. I used to do bread, and I feel like I hurried through it so quick and just like hurry up and get it done. It was just like, just did it. Sometimes it wouldn't be as fluffy. Sometimes it would, it was just bread. It filled your bellies. That's all that mattered. But now it's like something about taking that time to let it rise. You got to make sure it mixes well. You got to make sure it takes the time to rise. Make sure that, it bakes and it gets good. And it's just such a delicious, rewarding treat from that. So I enjoy baking this season of my life. I didn't really enjoy it very much when my kids were little. I would, like even cookies, I despised making individual cookies, little balls, did not like that. So I try to do bars for pretty much everything that I did, because the individual stuff is a whole lot when you're busy in the throes, but now you can take the time to do those things. So I think that's an enjoyable thing. Okay, so bread is almost done. I'm just doing waffles here, and then I am gonna start dinner, because Monday's a good time to get it done. So I've got hamburger here. It's cooked. It just needs to thaw. So what I'm gonna do is go in between doing waffles and I have a couple girls that came down. They're like, we're gonna start school today. I didn't plan on doing school today at all, because I had to order my books, and because I was behind. So they're not here yet. So I was like, I'm good. So I'm like, what are you guys gonna do for school? So they're like, I just feel like being productive, because today is the first day of school for Florida public school kids. I feel like such a strange thing they start so early, but I guess maybe not compared to everywhere else. And everywhere else, like Michigan, I think they start after Labor Day, I'm pretty sure, maybe the week before. Mountains, it seems like you did before, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know why they choose different areas. Who knows? There probably is a reason behind it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out, flip the next waffle, get the next one rolling, bring my vacuum in here and do the floor. We're gonna just do it in between tasks, because it can be done with it. And I decided not to wash my floor. I was like, it's not dirty. It's not like I had crusty, musty feet all over all the time, you know what I mean? So I'll wait on the floor. That's another beautiful thing. It's like, you don't have to I used to have to wash and wipe the floor every day, because we lived in Michigan when they were little. So dirty. Our mountain house floor, there was dirt coming off that mountain. It seems like dirt got trapped. My feet were black all the time. Like even after washing it, it's because, no one after washing it, it was clean after washing it, but then as everybody came in with shoes, because we are not a shoeless household. I wish I was, but we weren't. And that's okay. So it's just black feet. So here I'm like, our feet stay clean. Like kids can wear white socks here and they stay clean. But anywhere else, forget it. They just turn black and gross. So I'm gonna go out, flip the waffles, grab the vacuum, and we'll do the floor. Let's do a waffle and go to the bathroom. We're working in stages. Yeah, sometimes it's as simple as just wiping, scrubbing it all down with a sponge and some dish soap, and then just taking a towel and wipe it and put the towel in laundry. Good to do, doesn't waste any paper towels, uses sponges. It's good. Let me go flip my waffle. Okay, I'm finished on my waffles. I want to blow out my candle here. I only have 2 more candles left, and I can't wait to start fall scents. I mean, I can wait. I can definitely wait. It's still 150 degrees here. But the scents of like the fall ones, I know where I'm hoping I know where I'm gonna go. I'm hoping to go to Hobby Lobby and get their candles. They had a really good maple butter pecan-y something last year, and I'm like, I think, did Brooklyn give me one? No, she had pumpkin maple custard. Remember the one she left me? So I will take that. So this is beautiful. Like, I'm smiling because I don't know what time I started. I feel like I didn't start super early today because I did take a walk and enjoy some quiet time. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be pretty much done. I'm getting dinner finished too. I'm just waiting on the letting the vacuum do the kitchen because it's loud in there. And then like, there's nothing much to do. I just realized I think the slushie machine's got to be cleaned out. Yes, we had slushies. So laundry. It's a huge pile of towels, but it was because we split in the pool. So pool day is a good day. Okay, so a lot of easy Monday. That's the thing, is Mondays get easier too. So it's not as much stuff. I'm gonna be able to enjoy my time with my kids because we're gonna do our Bible study. I gotta do my kombucha tomorrow. We'll be ready to do, let me get the slushie machine on. But I've also got dinner here started. It's tater tot casserole. Okay, vacuum's doing its thing. It's empty. It's gonna come back. Tater tot casserole. I'm using a little bit of meat that we have with cream mushroom soup, mixed it together with some onion, put it in a pan, and I think I got more tater tots than actually no, not too bad. I wasn't sure if it'd be way too many. So just basically cover your meat, that's it. These have been in the freezer for months. I'm like, all right, time to use them up. I'm gonna put this in the oven. We're gonna bake it. I'm gonna do it this morning. Or should I wait till I do the bread? We'll do it when we do the bread, and then I'll bake it just till it gets a little, like the tater tots crispy. We'll put some cheese on top. It's easy dinner. One of the favorites, we haven't had in a long time. The kids are like, we love tater tot casserole. So let me go out of the kitchen while the vacuum's in here. It's so noisy. And just like that, it's quiet again. So beautiful thing about my morning is like all the work that I really am gonna do is done. I'm just looking down and realizing I have shells. I'm gonna wash my shells. You know, such hard work. But got one more waffle to make, and the tater tot casserole will go in the oven when I do the bread, which it's almost ready. I'll put it in the pan in just a little bit here, and then like kids are coming down. Some are up already doing school. We're gonna do our Bible study. We're gonna get that stuff done. We like to go for a walk. We like to go in the pool, have lunch. We'll kind of do things in between. We're gonna make some quesadillas with the refried beans and that Chihuahua cheese. It's not bad. It's not Chihuahua dog. It's just called Chihuahua cheese. I don't know why. So we'll probably make those for lunch, and then it's just gonna be easy morning. The sun is shining. Take advantage of it. So Mondays look different, but they are enjoyable. What happens? We now have a place. Everything has a place, like shells. So Greg has shells all like a nice border around our plants outside. So what I had Jensen do, I kind of washed off some and I gave him a bucket and I said, why don't you just go dump that around Daddy's plants outside? And then these ones I will keep in a bin. I'm trying to be picky with them because like I don't have a huge picture there. I want to do another picture, but I don't have to have one. And I know shelling is not the best right now. You're going to get really good ones in the fall come winter time. So but if I need one, I just go out to Greg's stash around the trees and just pick through them. And there's plenty there. So one thing we found yesterday, we think, remember how we found that lion's paw, that big giant lion's paw, which is very rare to find. You usually got to find them way out in the ocean. So that was like rarer than a Junio, or Jununio, however you say that. So at the same place, like we found, we think this would be part of a lion's paw, another big giant one. So that was pretty exciting. I'm like, that's like the second time we found that. So got some little ones here, which is nice. Not a whole lot, but some is better than none. So I just let these dry, and then I have a little bit in my closet that I keep them in. So just slowly collect them. Okay, the bread dough is nice and fluffy. So this is the one to keep an eye on, especially if you're gonna use this. The pan I use, it's a Pullman pan. It has a lid. So last time I just kind of set the timer and checked it, and it had risen too high, and then I had to punch it down and redo it. So now I literally set my timer for 20 minutes. That's about all it needs to rise up, and then I'll put it in the oven. I'll probably do 10 minutes, then turn the oven on, preheat it, and then put it in the oven. But this is, I think, our new favorite way for bread. I'll have to see if I can get away from buying store bread if I make this. Okay, so you don't need to do like a whole lot. You can roll it out, make it perfect, but inside here, it's such a smaller space, it rises really well. So I did put a little bit of flour because it was real sticky. So this is in here. So I'm gonna put the lid on it partially. It just slides right on. And leave it like that. Put it over there. I'm gonna set my timer for about 15 minutes. I think I'll do 15 minutes and I'll check it to make sure it isn't risen because it is kind of fluffy. It might be risen up. And then when it's about an inch to about 1.5 inches to the lid, that's when you close it, put it in the oven and bake it. I'm gonna do 40 minutes at 350. It is amazing, perfectly square bread. Okay, my containers are smaller and smaller, so we'll use bigger ones as we get more shells, but this is good just for now. I know we'll collect more. So we've done our Bible study together, the kids and I, and so they're starting their chores right now. Maddie's gonna make some quesadillas. The bread is in the oven, so that'll come out. As soon as it comes out, you don't let it cool, you take it out right away. Just take it out, let it sit for like a minute, and then I take it out. So and then I'll put the tater tot casserole in there. We're gonna get our walk in for the day, and then we're gonna go out to the pool for a little bit, get some sunshine, and it's gonna be a good afternoon. All right, so we are doing good, getting things done. So I'm gonna go into my bedroom and make my bed. The mundane, everyday task, but you get a treat. You get Madeline making lunch. She's going, me! Your favorite, Matt. No,
your favorite ginger Maddie?
Your favorite ginger Maddie. I love it. So she's gonna make our quesadillas with us. So just the refried beans. I was teaching her about using things up and making sure instead of just leaving a little bit. So I said, when you have this, imagine dividing. She's gonna make 4 of them. Imagine dividing into 4 pieces so that I use all of it up sometimes. Because sometimes I know like people just use a little bit and then they always have like a little bit left. So I'm trying to, when I see my kids take food, leftovers, anything, I always say, just take that last little bite or do that so it doesn't get put away. And then we're gonna do this is called Chihuahua cheese.
It's so good.
They say it's so good. So this for them, and then the Daya, Maddie's gonna do a great job here.
Hello world. My mommy's over there watching me.
Let me stare at you while you're filming.
Stare at you. Don't do that. It'll be like payback. Anyways, I haven't made a guest appearance since like 2018. Totally. But today we're gonna be making some quesadillas, as my mom said. So I promise I don't look this white in real life. I'm very tan. It's just lighting. I promise. But anyways, let's make a quesadilla. You want to make a guest appearance and say hi to the vlog?
Yeah, what's
Also ended it earlier.
Yeah. What you said cheese got everywhere, like what cheese?
In the oven.
Oh, on it?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it when teenagers do work or like make food because they make it so perfection. Okay, here's the bread. Look at this. Look at that is the bread. Look at how cool this is. Ready? You just take it here and pull it off. Or it's supposed to come out. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna let this sit for a minute. The last time it just fell right out. So let it sit for a few minutes. I'm thinking, let Maddie cut this last quesadilla.
This is busting my kneecaps open. It's so good. Perfection. This is my last quesadilla.
You're gonna put every vaccine in, it's gonna be your one.
Excuse me?
Next, we're gonna just throw it in the recycling bin.
Right on my way.
Huh?
Steven, does she want some? Welcome to our questionnaire.
Welcome.
Oh gosh. I look
Madeline
so
and
white.
Mommy's.
I promise I'm not
Maddie's
this
very
white
tan.
anymore.
She's working on her
I'm
tan.
so white. It's the lighting, I
It's
promise.
the lighting, or it's just that
I'm not
Mommy's-
this ginger either. It's all fake. No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, I haven't been on the vlog in so long.
She has
Props
not.
to anyone in the comment section. I will be looking. If you like can remember last time I was on vlog, I think I don't know when. Last time I remember was my birthday.
Is that been? No, that was a long time ago.
Oh no.
That was a long time ago.
I feel like I've made guest appearances like this. But
You have. I know someone said, do a cooking with Maddie. And I'm like, Maddie's busy with her
I
life.
love. You know what? Justice, bring that back.
Maddie's so busy. She's so busy, Maddie. What's up? Oh, you're going to do questions.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
I'll ask Miss Amy Marion questions.
Okay.
So why not?
See, she's got to get this plan in her head. I got to like, what? She's like, Mommy, just ask me questions. I'm like, the pressure.
We're gonna ask each other questions.
What questions?
Because I don't think Mommy answers questions.
I don't.
And I'm never on the vlog, so.
There you go.
So, Amy.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Pause for a minute. Here's your tortilla Jensen.
We're back.
I have to be a parent too.
Okay. She has to be a mother. Mommy, what? How has your summer been?
My summer has been very enjoyable, Maddie. I feel like today I wasn't ready for the first day of school, and I'm not ready till like next week. And so then I came down and I was out here, and Maddie's like out here bright and early, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, she's like, Mommy, you got breakfast done? I'm like, no, I'm not even having my cup of coffee yet. I'm like, no, I'm not ready for summer to end yet. So my summer has been enjoyable. It's the time where I don't have to think too much about a whole. I mean, I still think about things, but not a whole lot. So I've enjoyed it very, very much, and I'm looking forward to getting back in a routine. I just need a little.
Me too.
I just didn't know the girls are on today, so that's all. So my summer has been amazing. It's been an amazing time.
Yes. Maxine wants to join her.
Maxine, she's like, oh, she got her bath, so she's all nice and clean.
She's nice and wet.
Thanks, Steven. She got a bath. He's the one that she likes to clean her. She does good with that. So, all right, Maddie, tell me what you're looking forward to most this year.
I would say more opportunities within the church.
Yes.
For like this whole summer, Maxine, you're so happy.
She's a whole 15 pounds. She is heavy though.
She's fat. But like this whole summer I've been very like connected within the church. So it's an odd angle. It just cuts off at my face.
Can we say, can we just like say how tall you are? Like wait, gotta go closer. Is it just a delusion? A delusion?
I look bald.
Look at how much taller you are. What? My eyeballs are to your nose. Maddie.
You're on your tippy. Oh wait.
No, I'm not. I'm not on my tippy toes. She has grown a whole lot. So you have done a lot this last summer. So you're
Very
looking for
connected
more.
within the church. I got to help out with this like huge conference we did. So it's been very great. So I'm looking forward to a lot more opportunities.
Because she does a lot. They learn like a lot of skills, like opportunities at church. There's just, I told you, we go to a big church, and so there's just lots of opportunities to do things, and so it just helps build upon your skill sets. I was highly impressed. Let me say, I won't say what you did, but I'll say what you did in a sense. Like, if anybody knows any teenager, most every teenager avoids talking on the phone, correct? Like, I think this generation, and I see it more with I guess Autumn will type more, but like Maddie, Jensen on down, like most, like her friends and stuff too, they talk into their phone, so they really basically never know how to type or do anything because your phone does all the work for you, right? And they avoid phone calls because why not? So, but I do remember my older ones avoiding phone calls too, and I remember when they kind of hit like, I remember when Lauren, got to the age, and I was like, all right, you're gonna call and make yourself an appointment. She's like, what? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Do that for me, the adulting thing. And so as they all grow up and do it, it's a big thing to do. It's very scary. Send them into the store the first time and go get a big task, and they're like, what? So
I don't want to buy 50,000 groceries.
Exactly. So those are all good learning things to do. So I was I can laugh about the prank callers.
Oh.
No, she's not a prank caller. But people, like, she'll get, what are they called? Spam calls. And, like, she'll, like, pick up the phone. And she'll have conversations with these people. I'm like, Maddie, why would you even do that?
It's just so funny because they're like, do you have type 2 diabetes?
So yeah,
like, no.
Like most people,
how do I see that?
I know most people like avoid all that. Like I don't even. I'm like, I'm screening all my phone calls. I'm like, who is it? So it's just funny that way. But like things like that's what one of the things they did this summer was
call people
within the church. They had to call for a reason, and so I'm like, wow, that's a big thing for teenagers, because think of how many teenagers never like to pick up the phone and actually talk to people and like have to know what they're saying, leave a message if they don't answer. So I was like, oh, that's highly impressive, because you think about it, like you guys, they maybe will never have to do phone. I think by Jaden, I think her time came, and I don't even know what we were doing, a doctor appointment or something. And she's like, why do you have to be on the phone, Mommy? You just literally text him. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, you don't even need to talk to anybody anymore. She's like, no, everything's like texting. So everything's just getting easier and easier. So it's nice seeing your generation do things like that, because I think you guys will never know how to type anything down or talk to a person when they call on the phone, and here you are.
Hey, I got practice from spam
You're
callers.
talking to spam callers. I'm like, don't even talk to them. So fun.
It's just so funny.
So I love that. So I love that about her generation doing things. So she's doing lots of opportunities. It's a good thing.
Yes.
She's a very busy girl.
That's a good thing.
Which is a great thing. So it's all good. All right. So question number 2. Is that it for questions?
Question number 2.
Question number 2.
What has been your least favorite memory about Maxine?
Hello. Well, which trauma?
I mean, like, within this summer. She's done a lot.
Didn't the summer happen when she had the bad thing happen to her behind? That was the summer. That was my trauma for Maxine. Yes, that was my summer for trauma.
That was nasty.
That was nasty, but it was very traumatic. So yes.
Was that this year?
I was thinking it was like, I think it was like the beginning of this year.
That's crazy.
So that was my least favorite time of, and then also the realization that she's getting a little bit older. Like, we have a mile loop in our area neighborhood, and so she's always walked it, been fine, and still had plenty of energy. Sometimes she can go 2 times. I'm noticing this summer, like, we do a lap, and like, I've had to carry her a few times. Like, she's tired, and so I'm like, is it because it's too hot, or
she's just getting old?
She's getting older. She's only 8. So I feel like it's the heat. I'm gonna blame it on the heat, because I feel like as it gets cooler, she'll be just on. Like today, she was on fire and she was run the whole time, but she was exhausted when she got home. So for me, the realization that she's getting older, I kind of think like me. Realization, Mommy's getting older. She can't do as much anymore. All that thing. So
Poor Maxine.
poor Maxine. Okay, so Maddie, question for Maddie. Boys, you got a question for Maddie? Let's throw the brothers in here across from.
How old are you?
I'm 15.
Steve, you got one? Oh, Steven's thinking. Sorry, or the other boy's thinking.
Well,
Okay, we're
we
back
have to
in.
take a break because Mommy had to be a parent.
Well, the brothers came, and then I asked the brothers questions, and they asked like brotherly questions, and I'm like, you can't say that on camera.
You think it would be fun?
They're just boys. You know how brothers are. How do you feel having? Basically, Autumn's gone. I was just thinking, what's my next question? But how do you feel having the 2 brothers and you? Do you feel like they're like sometimes you guys all get along? I mean, not that most of the time.
We hate it. No,
Most of the time you guys get along all great, but then once in a while they become boys, and they're already boys.
They throw a ball at my
Throw a
face.
ball, smash water on her. I'm like, boys, what are you doing?
I just want to tan.
Just leave her. She just wants to sit in the sun. And so, how do you feel? Like you feel like
It's like just us 4. Well,
and sometimes it's just 3.
I know, because Autumn's at work all the time.
She is. Does it feel like the house is getting quieter? Do you feel like you're finding new things to? Or I guess how are you? Okay, so my videos are all about the adjustments from a whole bunch of kids down to 4.
It's
Where
like Dr. Phil. Is that a thing still? Right? That's a thing, right?
I don't even know, but like I know people are like, you still have 4 kids. It's a lot of kids, but in my mind,
That's
it's
a lot of kids.
So less. Like
For us, it's unusual.
like it's very quiet.
Very
At
quiet.
times, right? Like, you find like you're like, oh,
Except for when Maxine's barking at 6 in the morning.
that's Maxine. So we have like Autumn's. She's gone. I mean, she's here. Like today, she's here, but she's gone a lot.
But she's
now.
like working full time.
Yeah, and
she's
then
like adulting.
She's adulting, doing her thing, figuring out what her life is going to be, and then it's like Jensen. We're going to go find him a job. And then it's like, he's like, yay. So then it's like, we're moving down to Maddie and Steven. And so Maddie, she wants to work too. So she might get to work a part-time job,
Hopefully.
but I have to go in line of kids. It's kind of like when you got your phone, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you just gotta go down the line.
you have to, because then it's not fair. Like, I buy a phone for the younger child and not for the older one. That doesn't make sense.
That just doesn't make
So we
sense.
had to hurry up and go down the succession because Maddie was out a lot. So we needed to get a phone for her. So we had to get Jensen. He wasn't out as much as she was at the time. So it's kind of like the job. I'm like, you're going to have to do Jensen first, then you.
Yeah.
So we are been praying that Jensen's going to get a job like, today.
So I can find a job like tomorrow.
She's got a job. She's got her eyes on a place she wants to work at.
Hopefully.
And not full-time, just part-time.
Just part-time.
Literally work a day or 2 a week, just
Yeah.
to give her like some fun time. She like enjoys serving and doing those things, so it'll be good. So then it'll be very quiet. So he's going to be 14.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, do you want to get a job? I was just kidding, obviously. And he's like, no way.
No way. When it gets to Steven, he'll have his own car by the age of 16, I bet.
He'll be driving.
He'll be driving.
He'll get everything he ever
by
wants.
himself. He'll get unlimited money. He'll live so. No, I'm just kidding.
It's going to be different. It'll be different. So like right now, it's definitely a lot. Even with Brooklyn gone, it's like much quieter to like.
Because she'd scream.
She would scream. Well,
We're just all very loud people.
They are loud, but the teenagers all get together and they are very loud together too. So, but it's just it's a different kind of adjustment, don't you think? You're just finding that you're doing different things.
Yeah, and I think it's also like when we had like a huge big family, like everyone lived together, it was like I guess I got along with like all my siblings, but I didn't really like fit into specific like area because like us younger four, we're literally what, a year apart.
Yeah,
like a year or two.
Yeah, like a year and a half apart.
How old's Autumn? She's 18.
So you are one and a half to 2 years apart. But you and Autumn are 3 years.
Yeah. So it's not like a huge like
gap.
Age difference where it, as mom describes it sometimes, it's just like a huge fun youth.
It is
youth group
because it's not like you to Lauren is a big gap. So it's more like older sister so to like, you, and even Jaden. Well, Jaden's a little bit older, not too much, but it's still like
yeah, she's old.
It's like she's old. She's over 20, so so it's like there's that gap, and it's like you just feel like
it's just like we don't really like the same things.
I can't go hang out with you. You make me watch the same movie you're watching,
yeah,
or it's like a weird.
It's like you like talking about adult stuff.
All right,
well, like playing with Barbies. Like that was kind of like
the Barbies together.
Let's go play Barbie. I'll still play Barbies.
Barbies are the best.
But like it was just that like weird kind of age gap. Like Lauren would talk about getting married and all that, and I'll just be like, I have Barbies and my baby.
You're like, where's my dolls? And
so there wasn't that. Yes, it was like still like fun.
Just different. It's a different kind of and like enjoyment. So now,
it's like us younger four, we're all going through like
the same thing,
kind of the same phases of life, like with serving, with just like friendships, just
liking. Not that my kids, we don't date for a while, but like even liking different, people. And it's funny because like the older ones, when they would start liking the kids, like, ooh, when they do that, I said, you guys just wait till it's your turn to do it. So now, like, we've had a couple older ones do that, and then I'm like, you guys are right behind them, so watch how you act, because it's going to be so...
It's going to run back to us.
It does, and so it's just neat, because at first they were you guys kind of needling each other over certain things, but now it's like a nice...
Now it's just fun,
because now it's like a nice fun thing, and they, like, watch out for each other.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Which is very great, and I think...
enjoyable.
Yeah, and it's... Like, our relationship, I would say, got so much closer when we moved here to Florida, especially.
Which
like,
is weird.
With me and Steven. Yeah. Yes, we did. We were, like, I don't know, friends, or we were acquaintances, but, like...
Siblings, obviously.
Like, we were just siblings, but now it's, like, he's, like, my best friend.
Yeah. I love that. I know, like, I was talking about that moving to Florida. I said, to me, that seemed like it would be and especially I was talking about teenagers moving, because, like, when we moved from Michigan to North Carolina, that was a big adjustment for my older kids, and some went back to Michigan because that's where they knew their life. So then moving from North Carolina to here, some wanted to stay there, and so and that's totally understandable, because that's like where they're living.
Where they grew up.
And so moving here, it's like, ooh, we moved them all at that teenage age. It's not like you guys were little. So I thought, how is it going to be? And then even then going to a big church, I'm like, oh, it's a big church. It's not going to be, but realizing, like, I say mega church, but it's like, that's what I called it. And I said, but it's like, it's been such a blessing for all of you guys. Like so much stuff. Like they come home from their gatherings with their friends, with youth. It's like they got a whole group of teens that love Jesus. Like really love Jesus. They're teenagers still do things, but like you don't have you're not too worried when they're hanging out with friends. You're not too worried when you're going to do things, because you guys are going to be doing, like, you guys are accountable to each other. And so to me, that makes my heart just go, wow, look at how awesome.
What great teenagers I have.
Wow, what great children I have. Maddie's.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Maxine's a favorite. Yes, Maxine is. Where is she? So it is very great to see like how much the Lord has just like blessed you guys in things like jobs and people and opportunities and friends. I'm like, wow, that's just like
what a blessing.
In my head, I would think, oh, it's gonna be so hard to find friends. It's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be, and then it's like, wow. You guys like did so, and even like Autumn was real quiet. She was real quiet. She was a real quiet child, just more reserved to herself, more like that way. And then we moved here, and she's like, I'm just gonna take opportunities, and she jumped right out, and she just joined groups, and she did things, and then she just changed so much in a positive way.
Yeah,
like so outgoing, and seeing her leading teams and doing things. I'm like, oh my goodness, is that Autumn up there?
That's not.
I'm like, that's not. So like same thing, like just seeing the personalities, and Jensen same way. Jensen's a little more, was introvert more that way, and seeing him like just relate to things, and then seeing Maddie going up there and singing and leading and doing things, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I like Maddie. She does worship, and she'll get in the car, and I'm like always playing her video. She's like, Mommy, are you watching my worship video over? I'm like, yes, that's my worship song when I'm driving. So like all those, and Steven too, because Steven's the little one, the baby, and so
I'm only three
from I Grumpy Kid, but it's like him like leading a team and doing things. It's like, it's just awesome. I love seeing you guys, like it's just a good thing. So it makes my mama's heart super happy, and just very, I say proud, but I want to be proud.
I'm a proud mother of four.
Proud mother of four. So it's a beautiful thing. Good thing seeing how God's working things out in your guys' life.
Great answer.
Great answers. Okay.
But I think that's it for our.
Because that's so long. You guys are gonna have like an hour video of Maddie and Amy.
Let's go. Praise God.
They're gonna eat. They got the food. Maddie made delicious food. Thank you for making that, Maddie.
You're welcome.
I'm still trying to get my bread out of the Pullman pan. It is kind of
It's kind of stuck.
last time it pulled right out, so I'm assuming it has to just cool a little bit more. I don't know. It doesn't want to come out just yet, but I'm letting it cool a little bit, and then it should
Yeah,
it should
it's
come
okay.
out. So it'll be good.
It'll be great.
Okay. Bye. So there it goes. It did want to stick a little bit, but look at that's it. Jessica said this is called crustless bread. That's a good way to put it that way. Look at that. This will be great for sandwiches. So super happy with that. So it has been a joy-filled day. I'm just smiling with the things in my day. It's been not a like extraordinary day. It's just been a very ordinary day, but just enjoying the moments in our day. Had lots of good talks with the kids, lots of good time spending together. And I'm like, all right, it's looking different. My season's definitely looking different. There's no denying that, but I'm gonna learn to enjoy every moment of it. So what we're gonna do this afternoon, we were gonna get a walk in, but the kids have all like, it's hot. Can we just skip the walk? And I'm like, you know what, that's okay. We can skip the walk. So we're gonna go swim. We're gonna take our afternoon and swim. And tater tot casserole is in the, look here, she's like ripping all the, Mixie, is there anything over there? She's like, what? She pushes her nose behind all the cushions and pushes them all away. So we're gonna have tater tot casserole. I didn't put any cheese on it. I think I'm just gonna leave it because I forgot I have to leave some up for Jensen, and I do have some leftover chicken legs from the weekend, and so I don't know, someone might do that. I don't know if everybody loves chicken or tater tot casserole, so I thought, you know what, I'll just kind of see, sprinkle cheese on it, that'll be it. But that's our day. This is our day. It's beautiful. The breeze is blowing, grasses are getting cut, air conditioners are going. It's loud out here. It's definitely not quiet anymore. I laugh. I'm like, you definitely don't get the peacefulness that you do in the mountains, but it's always a noise. There's always noise going on everywhere. So, but it's good. We'll go swim and enjoy our afternoon, and then our evening. That'll be it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Come back tomorrow. We'll talk more life, more joy, and new season. So, all right. I'll see ya. Bye.